Jack keenly sensed something was off. The female buyer loaded the magazine a full 3 seconds faster than he could, and she'd immediately noticed when he'd inadvertently made a tiny adjustment to the scope just moments before. Yet with just a small calibration, she nailed a target 1.5 kilometers away. This made Jack suspicious, especially since he'd told the organization just 3 days ago that he wanted to retire, and suddenly, the company had arranged this deal. But what surprised Jack most was that the female buyer actually handed the sniper rifle back to him and invited him to test fire the suppressor with her. She'd had the chance to kill Jack, but didn't make her move right then, clearly having something else in mind. The female buyer was obviously smitten with this customized sniper rifle and wanted to close the deal on the spot. But Jack suddenly said, "This gun still needs some adjustments." Fortunately, the woman agreed without hesitation, and they set another meeting for 3 days later. Back home, Jack bought an identical gun part from the black market, completely disassembled it, and reassembled it to look exactly like the original. This time, Jack made a subtle modification to the part. Then came the deadliest step. He filed down the bullet tip flat and dropped a single bead of mercury onto it. Even if the bullet didn't hit a vital spot, the mercury would be lethal to the shooter. 3 days later, Jack arrived at the location to complete the transaction as planned. However, the moment Jack handed over the specially modified bullets to the female buyer, she suddenly said, "I want to go outside and test the gun one more time." Even the restaurant server retreated into the kitchen, leaving Jack eerily alone. Sensing something was wrong, he immediately stood up, but just as he was about to leave, the female buyer returned. Jack quickly asked, "How'd it go?" The female buyer replied, "It's good, but I don't need your gun." She bought the bullets. Fortunately, the female buyer hadn't noticed anything. Clutching the money, Jack decided it was time to leave that dangerous life behind. The next day, Jack planned to tell his wife so they could leave together and get married. But what Jack didn't know was that someone in the distance had a sniper rifle aimed right at him. The shooter pulled the trigger, but the gun exploded. Jack looked up to see who had fired, and was shocked to discover it was the female customer from 3 days ago. 2 days later, Jack took his wife into hiding in the wilderness, escaping the organization's hit on him. While Jack was out walking, a set of footprints suddenly appeared in the snow. He immediately shouted for his wife to get back inside. Then suddenly, Jack raised his gun and aimed it straight at her.